Hello, I'm İrem Buse from Tokat Social Sciences High School, and we're going to interview with my teacher Yalçın about family violence today. Before that, can you introduce yourself for us?
Okay, my name is Yalçın Karaköp. I have been an English teacher for 15 years and in the school, Social Science High School. I'm here for about 5 years. I'm married with an English teacher, Zehra, and I have a young boy called Deniz.
Okay. If you're ready, we can start with the questions.
Yes, I'm ready.
Do you know what is family violence? Can you Can you give any information about that?
Okay, a family violence, when a member of the family try to control the other member by taking abusive actions, or if he starts to threaten the other member of the family, a family violence takes place, and in that cases we have both witnesses and victims of the family violence, and also there is an actor in family violence. But I don't want to be a witness or an actor or a witness of the family violence. Yes.
Okay. What are the types of it?
Okay, maybe there are several types, but I only know physical family violence, verbal or emotional family violence. We can also name it as psychological violence. And I don't want to talk about this, but there's also sexual violence.
That's such a bad thing.
Yes, but if you want me to introduce or give more specific information about the types of the violence, maybe I can say in physical violence, a person hit, punch, or attacked someone, and the physical in physical violence, maybe it's because of the weakness of the victim, I think. And in psychological violence, if you want to hurt someone by insulting, maybe you can shout or yell, and the verbal and psychological violence maybe take place. And in sexual violence in family, maybe the young children or the little girls are the victims of the sexual violence. In that kind of violences, the main problem is controlling the other or hurting the other. Yes.
Okay, thanks. What are the signs of family violence? How do we know it? Okay,
we can't, especially I want to say, we can't easily detect the signs of the family violence, because think about this, if you're a witness or a victim of the family violence, you can't easily tell anyone, so we can't easily detect, or we can't determine the signs of the violence. But if you insist on trying to know about the violence, maybe you can see the physical signs in the victim's body.
Like scars?
Yes, scars, like bruises, scratches, but you can't easily find the signs in emotional violence, because the victim don't want to tell anything about the violence. But you can see the terror at the victims' faces.
Have you ever experienced family violence, and what would you do if you experienced that?
First of all, I don't want to be an actor in such an insulting position. But if it were inevitable, as an actor of the family violence, I would try to stay calm or walk away. But as a victim or as a witness, what would I do? Maybe I would try to get help, or I would try to inform the people that may help me. Yes.
Do you think that people who want to get helped generally gets help?
Yes. I think if the people that we ask for help is strong enough to help us, they may of course help us, but it's changed from person to person. For example, in family violences, when I was a young child, my dad hit my little brother, and I informed my grandpa, and my grandpa got angry with my dad, and he took proper regulations with my dad. Yes, it's a good way to inform the elders, but I said I'm married, and in the early stage of my marriage, I have quarrels with my wife, and we also respect each other, so we don't need any other person for help. Yes.
Okay. Why does it happen? What's the source of it?
I don't know the exact answer, but there may be several sources. But in general, the violence or the source of violence is maybe comes from the desire to control the other, especially if you want to be the boss, or if you want to show who the boss is, or who the master is, you try to take the control, and you show violence. But there may be some other reasons. For example, addiction to alcohol or addiction to drug. These people who are addicted can lose their control easily, and they may cause family violence. Yes.
Okay. And the last question: how do you think we can prevent family violence?
As I mentioned before, the matter is controlling the other, or the desire to control the others. If we respect each other, the problem may be solved automatically. As a teacher, if we teach our children how to respect each other, there won't be any problem. Okay?
Okay, thanks for your opinion.
Thank you.